content creators, we do sometimes get ourselves into sticky situations on our adventures, but for the beauty of the video and also, well, to look cool, we sometimes edit them out. In this video, I show you 5 moments I risked my life and on one occasion my family's life whilst filming in Belize. I tell you what, it was very stressful reliving these moments, but I hope you find them funny. My name is Mickey. Keep watching. Moment number 5. My drowning experience near St. George's Caye. We were privileged enough to own a boat at work during my time working in Belize. Once in a while, a group of us will organize ourselves and set sail to explore the Caribbean Sea to the east of Belize, and this warm Sunday afternoon was no exception. Under the able and qualified eyes of our skipper, we hit the Caribbean Sea. I even got a chance to navigate the boat on our way to St. George's Caye, one of the beautiful islands in Belize.
Mommy, I made it!
Though it was my first time ever going snorkeling, the clear blue waters on our arrival was too lush for me to resist. With the help of my then boss who can swim like a fish, we began scouting the underwaters for marine life. This is when I realized that the salt water actually helps you to float naturally. Well, how hard can it be? After some time in the shallow waters, we decided to venture into deeper waters to see what we would discover. And voila, a stingray. This is where disaster struck. The valve in my snorkeling mask decided to start blowing up. I started breathing in salt water. This is when panic set in. I started panicking so much that the soothing voice of my boss couldn't calm me down. Eventually, I pulled myself together and managed to swim back to the boat with the help of my personal lifeguard. Though I drank so much salt water and was so surprised not to have put blocks of salt that evening, I was lucky enough to live to tell my tale another day. Moment number 4. Almost getting stranded with my family at the Mountain Pine Ridge rainforest. I came up with a brilliant idea to explore 3 of Belize's magnificent waterfalls, the 1,000-foot fall, Rios on Pools, and the Big Rock Fall within the Mountain Pine Ridge rainforest. I prepared myself thoroughly for the journey by checking the serviceability of my car, charged all phones, and got enough snack for the road. What I wasn't prepared for, however, was the bad rocky road en route to the first fall of choice, the 1,000-foot fall. But nothing was going to stop me from completing this mission, not even the polite advice from my wife to abort it. With a stubborn heart, I slowly maneuvered my way downhill, and oh boy, was it worth the push. Now, as the saying goes, what goes up must come down. Well, in our case, whatever stubbornly went downhill must find its way up through some hard-going rocky roads. This is the moment I started regretting my journey. My Kia Sportage is struggling to climb the rocks. So I decided to give it a bit more push, and all I could see and smell was this thick white smoke. From all indication, it seemed I've burned the clutch. Now the gears are failing to engage. We were stuck. To put things into perspective, not a great deal of tourists were coming our way due to the borders being closed, cause of the obvious, the pandemic. We couldn't call a recovery or anyone because there are no phone signals at that part of the forest. Even if I could call, the nearest recovery guy I knew was about 2 to 3 hours away from us. Walking tens of miles to the nearest road with an anxious African woman and 2 toddlers was a no-no. That is, if we could find our way without making the situation worse. Our only chance was to make this vehicle move. I was sweating and I was shaking, but had to keep my cool, not to upset my already worried family. I made the car cool down for a bit and then gave it another go, with a call to God from my wife. And then, phew, we made it up the hill to continue our adventure. Maybe I should learn to listen to my wife more. Moment number 3, my drowning experience while cave tubing. Cave tubing is one of the best and coolest experiences you can ever have in Belize, so I managed to grab myself an opportunity. The day had started with an amazing zipline experience in the morning, and now onto the glorious cave tubing experience, where you sit on an inflated tube to be pulled along by the tide of the river while enjoying the view through the Belizean caves and jungle. Though my cave tubing experience started with my bum scratching the rocky floors of the shallow river, I was excited and the adventure must go on. Going through the thick dark caves, I will say, was not for the faint-hearted, as you literally cannot see your hands if held in front of your face. You also cannot tell how deep the water underneath your tube is. Neither can you tell what sort of creatures are hiding underneath, which makes it a bit unsettling. But what is an adventure without a tiny dose of adrenaline, eh? After spotting weird rocks and some bat holes, finally some daylight. All that was left now was a gentle cruise through the Belizean jungle canal. This is where my clumsy self came to play. I spotted a rock at the deeper side of the river where the lads were backflipping and diving into the river. I decided to get closer to get a good shot. And as if it was pulled on purpose by someone, the tube underneath me gave way. And as usual, panic. I managed to compose myself to swim to the shallow end, getting away with only tight and painful hamstrings and a few banter from the lads. But at least I lived to tell my tale another day.
Tell you what, I got all that on camera.
Moment number 2, unknowingly visiting one of the most dangerous spots in Belize. My only knowledge of Belize prior to working in the South American country was through a British documentary called Ross Kemp on Gangs, which, as the name suggests, depicted only the bad gang culture of Belize. So it was very refreshing on my arrival to have realized the beautiful side of Belize, and that was where my passion for video production was born. I spent a couple of years concentrating on showcasing the posh tourist sides of Belize, until I chanced on a video by Ladyville Highlight raising funds for residents of this swampy area in Belize City called Antelope Street Extension. Straight away, the idea of amplifying their cry for help by making a video and putting it on my platform flashed my mind, and without hesitation, I linked up with Mr. and Mrs. Magdaleno, the founders of Ladyville Highlight's Facebook page, to make it happen. With the help of Ladyville Highlight, I visited the area and the nice residents welcomed me and my cameras into their homes. It was an eye-opener and made me thankful for all the privileges I once took for granted. After interacting with the residents, I remember asking Mr. Magdaleno to give me some time to fly my drone, which he replied with a thick Belizean accent, saying, "Enough for today, let's go Bali." That answer at that point never meant anything to me until during the editing stage of the video, I decided to go online to research what other videos have been made about this Antelope Street extension of Belize City. This was when I found out that I spent about 2 to 3 hours in one of the hottest, in other words dangerous streets in Belize City. These are some of the YouTube news headlines from some of the major broadcasting stations in Belize about Antelope Street extension. Feuding gangs in Antelope Street Extension lead to 3 murders. 2 men shot on Antelope Street Extension. Randolph Gentle is killed in deadly Antelope Street ambush. Family mourning interrupted by gunshots on Antelope Streets. Belize City man fatally shot whilst driving on Antelope Streets, just to mention a few. However, all the good deeds and kindness that was bestowed upon the residents of Antelope Street Extension after the video was posted made me happy not to have made this realization before visiting the area. In fact, this realization couldn't prevent me from visiting my old friends when I got a chance to visit Belize once more. It has rather increased my appetite to grant residents of similar underprivileged areas more audience like I did with the residents of Antelope Street Extension of Belize City. Moment number 1. Getting chased by Howler Monkeys in the jungle. It was very fortunate when 2 Mayan trackers offered me a personal tour within the Belizean jungle. This was just to show me some of the treasures in the form of medicinal and nutritional value of some trees and plants hidden within the jungle, and it turned out to be a very insightful adventure. I got to know about the gombolombo tree used to treat sunburns, the soldier ants for stitching wounds, jungle Viagra, and even got to taste for the first time an old jungle delicacy, termites. We got to this point where I was being shown a wonderful way to keep yourself hydrated in the jungle, and then this happened.
You see the difference?
Nice, yeah.
Okay. So, you
Yeah.
give it a taste?
Yeah. Tell you what. When Bao told me to bring water, I said I'll be alright. I was actually thirsty. And now we've got monkeys shouting at us now. Yeah, I think they are there. Make sure they don't fall in your eye.
Oh, you
Yeah.
should go.
We've got some monkeys.
You're gonna,
Are they fighting? Oh no. They are telling us to run away, right?
they're gonna be pissing on us.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got monkeys chasing us now. They want us away. And they will be pissing on you if you don't run away. Oh. If you don't go, these monkeys piss on you. So they are actually chasing us out. Oh god. Alright, steady. That was really good. I think they are still following us. Oh crap, they are still following us. So we've got monkeys following us, and they are just trying to protect their colony. So if we don't get away, they will just piss on you. Or maybe do something else that I don't know.
I'm aware not all these sticky situations in this video were life-threatening, but I hope it was entertaining to watch. With my newly found passion for making videos, I'm aware there's going to be more bumps on the road, but that's how I feel alive, and there's more adventure to come. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to come on my journey of experience. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.